I'm definitely going to edit this video. Alright, I am back once again in glorious 720p. If it was any other resolution, it wouldn't be me. And this violent assault on the concept of human intelligence is coming back at you with a little story to tell. So I mentioned before that I want to get a pipe organ at St. George. And I mean St. George Greek Orthodox Church in Greenville, South Carolina. And I mentioned, if you want to know more about that story, I'm going to try to give you a brief explainer, maybe 5 minutes max. Looking at the timer right here on the phone. Here we go. Now, historically speaking, organs are not very common in Orthodox church music, and I think that's a little tiny bit of an understatement. In fact, in many, if not most, if not the vast majority of Orthodox churches, the idea of using organs in church would be controversial. But in the past century, in America, Orthodox churches began using organs, especially Greek Orthodox churches, although I don't think this is exclusive to Greeks. Communities in America began adopting things like organs and pews with the, I'm guessing my guess is to adopt American culture and to be American. People felt a need or a desire to be American and adopt American culture and practices, and one of those practices was using organs. So, in the Greek Orthodox Church in particular, a number of composers made new settings for the Divine Liturgy that use organ accompaniment and polyphonic music. Some of them are very beautiful, like the composer Taiki Zess, who unfortunately died recently, I think within the past year or two, made some very beautiful composition. I think he's my favorite modern Greek Orthodox composer. A very specific category of composer, but I really like his music. Maybe I will link to some of his music in this video description. Anyway, getting back to the story. Within the past century, Orthodox churches in America, especially Greek Orthodox churches, started using organs. And unfortunately, a lot of churches began using electronic organs. And I think, this is my theory, that a lot of people just didn't know any better and were easy prey for unscrupulous electronic organ salesmen or women. And if I got $1 every time I said I could buy St. George a pipe organ. Again, if I said if I got $1 every time I said I could buy St. George a pipe organ. Let me think for just a second. And I think I'm starting to run out of steam. It is 10:15 right now. It's about 88 degrees outside. You could cut this humidity with a knife. You can see my face glistening in the video as I move around. It is pretty nasty out here, so I'm going to retreat back to the air conditioning for the night. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and by clicking on this video, you have contractually obligated yourself to help me do whatever it takes to get a pipe organ at St. George. Thank you and have a great night. Bye-bye now.